and I don't know how to actually tell a story.
Oh, you mean on it?
Hey guys, we're starting in like
Yeah.
4 minutes.
So cute.
Please join.
Swipe up for more content.
Sorry.
We're starting in like 4 minutes. Please join. Hey guys. I feel like a crazy person, but that's not 4 minutes. Please join.
Speak your truth.
Hey guys. Wait, I'm gonna post it also on Facebook. Facebook is where I have a lot more people.
Oh, okay. I like the cackling at the end.
Facebook is where I'm like more. I need to be more online. I used to be very active on the internet before.
Yeah, but that's before you had two businesses, right? Two successful businesses.
No, I think it's because like after I just got depressed for a little bit, and then life kind of sucked, and then life got better, but I just got busy.
That's good. Busy's good. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. I have to cover up my desk.
Hey, I'm going to be joining the PowerPoint KTV people in 5 minutes, and you're going to hear me give a random talk with 10 random photos on a topic that I have no idea about, but I'm pretty freaking sure it's going to be ridiculously ridiculous, and I can guarantee you that much.
Yeah.
I'm going to be joining. Oh my gosh, I have a friend of mine who I think we should have on the show. He's Russian.
Okay, that's not the most relevant thing, but sure. Okay, he's Russian and
no, like he's Russian. Like, I mean, like he's very stoic. But then, give him a talk, like because I played with him this weekend. Like this, I have a story game, and he was just like he makes really ridiculous, very outrageous stories, but at the same time you can't stop but laugh.
I like the sound of him. Would you introduce us after the show?
Yeah. I wanted to be open to doing it on the internet, but he used to be so serious, and then he got married to my friend, and I think she rubbed off on him, and she just.
Are you blaming your friend?
No, he's so much better. Like he's much cooler now.
Yeah. Sounds like that sort of thing. Actually, you know what? Do you have any students or people who you've coached to be better storytellers? Because ultimately this show is about storytelling, right? It's about weaving together a coherent narrative. Well, even if it's a presentation, we're always looking for speakers. And you were a friend of a friend, so.
Yeah, I can ask. I can put it in as an offer to people, like, hey, do this thing as one of the next steps. But not everybody has the cojones, like the balls,
to
make a fool of themselves.
I hear you, and it's kind of a problem. We used to do the show online, in person, offline, right? So by the time the person showed up at the venue, they were like, "Well, I'm trapped. I have to do this show," right? And it feels, and they see their friends there, and it feels easier. Right now, we're all doing it at home. It's a bit awkward.
Yeah, but what's really interesting is like in all my programs, I have like one of the mantras of the mindset lesson where I'm like, we need to adopt this mindset that everything is gonna suck, and everything is first draft. And that's how you become better at anything. And the moment you let go of like it having to be perfect, that's where magic really happens. Because the first like in my card game, the first 30 versions were like disgusting. Like I was like, I wouldn't even pay for this, even if it was my best friend. Like that's how bad it was. I'm just like, even if I loved someone, I still wouldn't buy it. So I had to get to a level where like it had to be good enough for me to get people to also like liking it too, right? But it only gets like that if you suck for a lot, and then it just gets better. We're like disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Keith Johnston in his book Impro talks about how we're all too afraid to fail, but somehow the first step towards getting better is to suck. The first step towards getting good at something is to suck at something first.
You have to read the book Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that book was like I was crying at parts of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just.
Okay, wait, the show's starting.
Okay, ciao, bye.
No, wait.
Stay in line.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to PowerPoint Karaoke. We are apparently on the internet, and you've just heard us do our little backstage spiel. May I introduce above me Yinjing, PowerPoint Karaoke, and Yasmin, our speaker.
Hi.
Good evening. Well, without further ado, let's get on with it. Let's start the show. welcome once again to online PowerPoint Karaoke Singapore. We normally have a live show, in-person show. However, because of coronavirus restrictions, we're taking care. We're doing this safely distanced and remote working, like many of us working from home. Next slide, please. If you've never watched this before, here's what you can expect from this show. It's a comedy PowerPoint show. All of our slides are made on Google Slides. Please sponsor us. If you want LinkedIn, if you're watching, if you want us to use SlideShare, we can also arrange that. But yeah, what we're really looking for is for people to create interesting, exciting presentations and deliver them as if it were a PowerPoint presentation. As you might have peeked at our next slide, you'll see that we have two very exciting speakers. Yunqing is still wearing a red dress as well.
Yeah, I always wear a red dress, yes.
Yeah. And
should I go on right now? Can we matching?
Yeah, we have no time. You are the second speaker. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
I thought we did a Christmas tree.
Oh.
Yeah. It would be nice to do this as a Christmas show. But anyway, okay, next slide, please. The format is very simple. We're just making presentations on the spot. The two speakers have no idea what presentation they're going to deliver. They have never seen the slides before, and they'll have to try and scramble and come up with a coherent story on the spot. Next slide, please. But first, a quick word from our sponsor, The Hive Worldwide. I believe we have a quick video. Is that correct, Yunqing?
Yes, on go.
Hi, my name is Ifa and I'm one of the community leads at The Hive. It's really interesting to see how The Hive is more than just a co-working space and to see that the members co-depend on us to come up with events, ideas and partnerships.
Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm the International Manager of The Hive. Being in The Hive allows our members to network and collaborate. We have a range of regular events that are designed to engage and connect the community and bring like-minded people together. We provide a positive working environment and tailor memberships for our members, help their company to grow not only in Hong Kong but internationally as well. It is always exciting to hear members making progress in their new businesses.
My name is Joseph Cheney, and I'm a co-founder of New Narrative. Well, I really credit the Hive actually with getting us off the ground in many ways. So we've grown from 1 person to 10 during that 6-year time frame. We are opening an office in Singapore this year, so the team will be expanded. The effects of a shared space, and everybody there is trying to start their own business as well. That creates a feeling of shared destiny that really helped. Even when I was just a hot desker alone, I really felt like the business was real. And now that we've grown, it provides a really fun office to work in.
Par chance, pour moi maintenant c'est fini. Et tout le monde s'en fout, tu penses. Te voilà maintenant qui t'enfuis, tirant ta révérence. La forêt de nouveau frémit. Je profite du silence. Dans la forêt, je te retrouve à l'heure opportune. Un rendez-vous improvisé sous la lune. Sourire crispé. Situation compliquée. Je sens ton souffle qui me frôle le cou.
All right, that was The Hive. So thank you so much for sponsoring us during non-COVID periods, and of course also sharing our events for today.
Yep, The Hive was our venue partner for 2018, 2019, and 2020. Unfortunately, this year we haven't been able to do a lot of events at The Hive, but we're looking forward to doing more events at The Hive. And Speaking of which, our next show will be in 2021. We're going to take a small Christmas break. So definitely stay tuned. Look out for us in 2021. And if you'd like to be a speaker, if you'd like to participate in this very fun, very random game, please volunteer at pptk.tv/tribute. Okay, next slide.
Yeah, suddenly I cannot. I cannot.
So here are the rules of the game. Each of our speakers will have 10 slides. The slides will automatically advance. They don't really have control over that sort of thing. So every 30 seconds, the slide will advance. Actually, there'll be a first slide, and then just like that, the slide will just jump ahead without whether you like it or not. So the speakers will have no control. So are you ready for our first speaker?
All right. So Yasmin, we'll be going for Yasmin later. So Yasmin, take a break in the green room and sip some champagne. And we'll see you.
See you in a bit, Yasmin. In the meantime,
Right.
Yinqing, would you like
Yes.
to click the next slide and introduce our first speaker, please?
Okay. It is me.
Hello,
everybody.
So the story goes that Yinqing thought of PowerPoint Karaoke and thought it's a really, really fun format to see people do it. But I think Yinqing has never actually seen, or never actually done PowerPoint Karaoke herself. Is that correct?
I think I did one. I did one where someone couldn't make it, so then I just took over their stuff. But usually I do everything behind the scenes. So if you've been to the show, I set up a ticket, I set up everything, and then even for the slides themselves as well. And yeah, it's really fun and exciting for me. When I first started, we will talk about grandfather stories later, but for me, it's always been something that's like really funny and weird, which is why we still keep on doing it.
Yes, but we all know you as the PowerPoint Karaoke lady, and we all know you as the person who's in charge and doing everything. But maybe just for tonight, now that you've a rare chance to stand in front of the camera, in front of the scenes, will you tell us a little bit about yourself and YQ Traveling and Tarot Singapore Online?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So I was having like an identity crisis just now as well, because basically I do too many things.
Identities.
I have too. So for example, if you see the Instagram handles YQ Traveling, it was me in the past, and then she doesn't exist anymore. While Tarot Singapore Online, I haven't really outed myself out of the broom closet, but so I do teach tarot and astrology as well.
From a broom closet?
Yeah, from the broom closet. Yeah, and then I also basically do all these like what people call spiritual stuff, but the funny thing is I don't feel I'm spiritual, so it's a weird combination.
Yeah, so a very diverse bag of interests, a lot of things to do with creativity and spiritual stuff, and I guess health and wellness.
Health and wellness.
Emotional health and spiritual wellness,
Yeah.
I suppose. Well, non-spiritual health. Thank you very much for that self-introduction. So today, your surprise topic is going to be a live stream salesperson. We've all just had 11/11. I think 12/12 is coming up. In fact, in 2 days' time, it will be Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Oh, shit.
So there's a lot of internet sales going on. And what's happened this year is that there's this thing called a live stream salesperson, somebody who sells you products on the live stream. Yeah, during the sale. So Yinqing, today is a special 11/24 mega sale. You are going to be selling things. For example, this book by Neil deGrasse Tyson, Startalk. Are you ready to become a live stream salesperson, Yinqing?
I don't know. I'm very scared. Yes, I guess. Yes,
And
I
now
am.
you feel the pain that you've inflicted
I
on
feel
other
my
people
pain. I
for
inflict
2
on
years.
everyone.
But it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. We're here to help you. We're here to make you look good. This is just a fun little presentation show, right? As soon as we say go, you will adopt the personality of a live stream salesperson. Are you ready, Yinqing?
I'm also doing double duty. Just
Well-
so the audience knows. Yeah. All right.
The audience have no context about what you just did, but don't worry about that.
Sure.
You'll be fine, Yinqing. Don't worry about it. Are you ready?
Right.
Yeah. In that case, really good luck. PPT.
PPT. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my very first live stream. Today, we are selling all the back issues from National Geographic. So the first thing that we are going to be selling, the topic that is covered, is actually man-made chicken. Yes, man-made chicken. What does it mean when we have man-made chicken? Is it that chickens will become really big, or is it that, you know what, They are just super huggable. You will find out in this particular issue of the National Geographic. And then actually, this issue also involves a very, very fun topic about going out in bathrobe, because this is also the issue where we covered things that relate to stealing from the hotel. Is it okay? Is it not okay? So I really, really like this issue, because when they interviewed this guy, right, he was actually in prison, and then they could go to prison, they interview him, and he said that he didn't know it was a theft thing. And then afterwards, after I read this issue, I was like, I will never steal anything again, except those like little soap things. So besides National Geographic stuff, right, here on Lazada, we also sell oh wow, I had such a great day today, which means tomorrow I will suffer. We sell installment plans for your suffering, which means that today you can loan a good day, tomorrow you can suffer, which is also the payment plans that we have for you guys today. So if you cannot afford just now the National Geographic vintage issue, it's okay. You can always pay it tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. And if you cannot, we can always ask your children to pay for you as well. And then, of course, if you cannot pay with children, you can always pay with your puppies, because we also have this very exciting thing. It's called the puppy exterminator, which means that it doesn't mean we kill puppies. It means that wherever the puppies are here, they will come to this amazing thing. So this is one of the demos that we had. We don't really have it in the studio today because it's very, very big. So what happens is that when you put it there, right, the puppies all come to you, and it exterminates the puppies from everywhere else in the house. So if you need to clean the house, always buy this one, okay? And then the next thing that we have, of course, when the puppies become big, what do? They go to heaven. And then before they go to heaven, if you want to catch a ghost, how do you catch a ghost? You use ghost bed sheets. What happens is that you take the sheets and then you just flip it over. If it looks empty, but it's not empty, you flip it there, it doesn't fall, then it means there's a ghost. And after you have a ghost, you take a picture and you sell on iStock. And then afterwards, right, the next thing that comes up, I like it very much. I personally have 10 of this. Wow, look at this. It's the vintage poster again. We sell everything vintage. This was the very, very first poster for an indie film. An indie film about 5 women out there stealing oranges. Yes, it was a very tough period, and then it was a film. It didn't really get a lot of like cinema goers in the beginning, but then now it's really, really sells. It's a collector's edition now, so you can get this. You can always use your future to pay for installment plans, of course, as I mentioned just now. And then this one, the next one I bought 5 for my mother. Yes, the helmet and the stick to fight with your husband with. So yeah, my mother was like, your dad like that. So then I said, Ma, you know what? If you need to fight Ba, right, you need to use this. So I bought her one, and then after she used it 2 times, all the aunties in the block also want. Then I say, okay, aunties, you come here. The stock not here yet, but you can always pre-buy, because we're running a pre-sale for this one, because this one very expensive, okay, I tell you. And then the last, is it the last? I don't know. I think there's 2 more. Oh yeah, this one, you know what happened? This next guy, he was waiting for the clock to strike 12 to buy things, and then he just couldn't make it. That's why we always encourage you to put down money in the pre-sale, okay? Don't be like him, like that, like, oh, very fun, wait there until 12, and then you realize that everything's gone, okay? So listen to me, and then, yeah, oh my gosh, this thing, I actually have the actual thing here, but then I'm not wearing mask. So what this thing will do, right, is that you put it in your mouth, it will actually make what is it called? The mask will then have a hole, and you can start drinking. Then after you drink, right, then the government say, hey, you got a hole in your mouth, how? No problem, because you can always still continue using this, like this, to breathe. You can tell the government no droplets will enter from this thing, so that's okay. We have asked the Health Sciences Authority. We're actually looking for the licensing for this. Stay tuned. You can also pre-buy it first. If HSA doesn't allow us to sell this, we will refund you money, okay? So let's see. The last thing I want you to go away from, right, in this Lazada 11/24 sale is this. Yes, buy ang sa, so that when Chinese New Year come, you don't have to you don't have to go out and then buy with everyone. You just buy one and you just wear it for Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, when is it? February. And then you say, hey, Yunqing, you buy so early for what? Then it's like, if you don't buy now, when do you buy, right? you buy now, because now will be cheapest. Now it's the 11/24 sale, okay? So don't buy during Chinese New Year. Everything red is very expensive, okay? So yeah, so you can always go down to the link in the bio, and then buy there, okay? So I'll see you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What did I do?
Figure out fast, well done, Yunqing.
Yeah.
A very earthy, rural, Singlish inspired. If anybody's watching from Lazada, please don't sue us for copyright.
Yes, and then also Health Sciences Authority as well. Yeah.
So you said that we're not trying to spread fake news here.
Yes.
So you said that you have not watched any live stream.
I have not watched
before.
it.
Where's the impression that they speak English and
I
they speak
imagine
English from
because there is this guy who is actually what's it called, the Ge Tai. He was a Ge Tai
Wang
host.
Lei, is it?
Yeah, I think so. And then
No, he sells it in Mandarin. What do you? Mandarin and Hokkien, yeah. But I very much appreciated your ang sam thing. It's very. Sorry, I'm Cantonese. I don't speak Hokkien.
Okay.
Yes,
Alright,
very
it
well,
was
very,
really
very good. Thank you very
fun.
much, Yunqing.
Yes, alright, awesome. So I shall say bye-bye.
So once again, if you'd like to be one of our speakers, you've seen how fun it can be, even for somebody who says that she has never done it before. We're always looking for speakers, so definitely please volunteer for our January show. Speaking of speakers, are you ready for our next speaker? Please put your hands together and welcome Yasmin. Hooray!
Hey,
Hello again. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I feel inspired by the last talk.
Yeah, you gotta raise the bar. You gotta go one level higher. Yasmin, would you say hello, and tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
My name is Yasmin. I am a storyteller. I'm a coach, and the best part of all is I am a game developer. And I developed a game called Bye Bye Virus, which is a hilarious game to teach kids and adults how to be safe against the virus, which I actually made during lockdown.
Yeah, and I believe but the plot of Bye Bye Virus is something about involves something like hoarding toilet paper and trying to protect yourself against the virus.
Yeah,
something that we all can relate to.
It was really funny because like during the lockdown, like all of our friends who had kids were getting these PDFs from the schools on how to be safe against the virus, and like clearly, your kid is not going to care about some PDF like checklist. Like this is not working out. And then coupled with like all the fake news and all the random advice, we're like we have to make a game to kind of clear this up and make fun of the whole situation. So that's how the game came to be.
Right, it started as a strange idea, but I understand that it's been selling really well, and it's even gotten the attention of some people in charge.
Yeah.
In a good way, not enough. I believe you're in the Straits Times, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, it was so funny. We got like a full page on the Sunday Straits Times, and now we're going to be selling in Design Orchard in Orchard Road, and also in the National Gallery, and then hopefully some other places very, very soon. So very exciting stuff.
Yeah, so a very, very exciting time. But today you're going to have to face some tension and some stress as you participate in PowerPoint karaoke. Are you ready, Yasmin?
Yes, let's do this.
Yeah, so I understand that you are also a executive coach and a storyteller. So we decided that to combine your two skill sets. So today you are quite similar, going to be a salesperson, but your job is to sell fairy tales to adults. I understand that you are the sales story method coach. Do you know anything about fairy tales?
I actually have the Grimm book here at home. It is some very dark bits.
Yeah, the originals were really dark.
It was like,
wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, okay.
Perhaps prompt in my story.
Just to be, in case anybody's watching, we totally didn't agree on this. I didn't even know she had a copy of the book, but that's a beautiful copy. Maybe, yeah. So you are going to be selling fairy tales to adults. So you got the package. Like why would anybody read this? Why would people have learned anything from a fiction book? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So as mentioned, you have 10 slides. Each slide will be 30 seconds. Your time will start when we say go. Good luck.
All right, so the Grimm brothers actually could predict the future. And in one of these stories here, they were saying that COVID virus was going to happen and that we would have so many pandemics. And that's why it was so important for us to make sure that we were watching the time and really keeping track of the fact that change was happening. Change disruption was going to happen. So therefore, it was really crucial for us to make sure that we were aware of the stories in the book to take care of us before the next thing happens. And of course, everyone is freaking out and they're panicking. But you have to remember, you cannot panic. Instead, you must create magic. Create magic for your clients, create magic for yourself, create magic for the whole entire world. And that comes from how we go ahead and tell stories of what is happening from, of course, the Grimm brothers in this very tough times. And as you're going through these tough times, some days you're going to feel like you should be sitting in a garbage box and drinking a gin or rum and just kind of sitting there and trying to reflect on what would happen next, because you just lost your home and you have nowhere else to go. And it's just very grim times that we're going through right now. And of course, don't forget sunblock, because you're going to get burnt as hell like this guy did. And throughout this all, we have to be aware of the conspiracy, that the hackers are out there. The hackers are out to get all of us. They're out to spread a virus like crazy and make sure that everyone is stuck at home so they can hack all your money. And then therefore you're left out on the streets, just like our buddy over there who's just homeless as he's trying to drink his last glass of rum. And it's some tough times that we're going through. But you have to be aware that you have to keep like holding on to your money. And whoever tries to get after it, you have to go and attack them. You have to smack them. You have to say, this is my client, this is my world, this is my products, and bloody sod off, because this is mine and you can't take it away from me. There you go. Yep, there you go. That's mine. It's mine. It's mine. And if you don't, if not, you die. And I will kill you if you try to steal my stuff. Because in the end of the day, not only can you touch my clients and my money and my stuff, but if you're not being responsible, if you're not wearing a mask, using sanitizer and stuff like that, people are going to die. And that means I didn't kill you, a virus did. And that's just how life is. And of course, for those of you who still want to smoke throughout this whole experience, you're going to die anyway. So you might as well smoke. You might as well enjoy those last cigarettes, because this is how it is. I'm going to die. You're going to die. But mostly you're going to die. And maybe when we die, we're going to go to the other place where we'll meet the wise Dumbledores of the world who have crazy hair and big glasses. And they're going to give us wisdom. And they said, you should have read the books. Those guys had it all figured out. But you didn't read the books. And instead, you were trying to do everything in your power to ignore it. And guess what happens when you ignore stuff like that? Bad shit happens. And that's why right now you're all dead. But no matter what happens, you have to remember the turtle and the hare. And the turtle, the ones who are responsible, the ones who read the books, the ones who carried and followed the lessons and the principles of carrying the hen, those are the ones who made it. And the ones who didn't, they just died. And that's just how it is. And step by step, moment by moment, the hens will take care of you. The hens will make sure that you are protected and that you have the magic system inside of you to keep on living. And in conclusion, you have to remember to do what you can't. You have to remember that that's what it is. You have to remember that everything that you think you want doesn't exist. And instead, you must listen to the lessons from the book, from the holy book that will keep you safe. And those lessons will make sure that your clients will be committed to you. Your clients will come back for you, and your clients will work for you. And if you don't follow the lessons in the book, that change is happening, then you're going to die, my friend. And maybe so will all your clients.
Thank you very much, Yasmin. We've never actually had one of our speakers or guests threaten our viewers with death. before, not just their own devs, but the devs of their clients, their colleagues, their entire family.
I don't even know.
You know what? It is appropriate. It is appropriate. Grimm's fairy tale is got a lot of dark shit. But no, that wonderful performance. I think everybody was wrapped and listening. Thank you so much, Yasmin. And by the way, this is you in the Straits Times, right? The Sunday papers. Bye virus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So if our viewers and audience members want to hear a little bit more about you or your virus, do you want to name drop your Instagram or the name of the thing that you're working on?
Yeah, so you can find us over at Bye Virus Game on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on our website. And we also have in the chat, you can probably find as well, we've also added a discount code where you can get the game for 10% off. And if you buy 2, you get it off for 15% off. So we've sold about 2,000 decks. People keep on buying more for their friends. So obviously we did something right. So happy to share that with you as well.
Yeah, we sold 2,000 so far, and may you have many more sales. Yeah, may you have many more sales. Thank you so much, Yasmin. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you wanna check out more of Yasmin stuff, we have Instagram handles, and numerous Instagram handles on her slide. So definitely skip ahead, and we'll also paste this in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Yasmin.
No worries, and please don't die and follow the rules.
Yes, that's good advice. Don't die and follow the rules. Yes, well done. Yep. And so up to so since it's our last show of 2020, we decided to do a little bit of a recap episode. So we have here some of our best presentations from previous shows. Yunqing, do you want to introduce this one a little bit?
Yeah, so we're sharing 2 of the videos from the past. So this one was from our very first show in October 2018. Keon here is actually doing a presentation on the financial results for a company that's like for an industry that was like going down, and then the audience suggestion was the industry of hopes and dreams. So here he is as the CEO of a company selling hopes and dreams, telling us how he's gonna bring the company back up. So we'll be back soon.
It's with a heavy heart that I had to invite you all here to talk about the disastrous state of this company. Hopes and dreams are just not selling anymore. People live in a sad, desolate world. And people have just not been buying the hopes and dreams we've been trying to sell them. We've tried social media, we've tried other forms of engagement, it just doesn't work. So how are we going to get around this? I have been up all night, 2 hours mostly. And I have come up with an absolutely incredible idea, inspired by an amazing photo that I saw. A sad, sad man holding what appears to be dynamite. And a woman who doesn't seem to care that much. So what does this tell us? This tells us that this man needs an explosion of life. We can't just sell him hopes and dreams. We need to force it on him. So I'm suspecting we are going to get attractive people to run up to the downtrodden, the hopeless, and forcibly give them hope and new aspirations. That's right. For an example of this, I want to show you this excellent slide I came up with. Look at this. When does my cat decide to love me? When it's 3 a.m. and I'm trying to sleep? Most of the time. Or when I'm sitting on the couch in need of a friend to pet? Hardly ever. That's right. I am not a hopeful man. But imagine that cat runs at me and just starts meowing hopes and dreams into my face. Or imagine it's another attractive person at my least suspecting hour coming up to me and telling me what I need to aspire to. This is the revolution I'm trying to pitch here. So, look at this. Look at these 2 people. That man looks miserable. He was sold a hope and a dream of living a long, fulfilling life with this woman. He knows that's a lie. But look at this dog. This is one of our agents, actually. This was a This dog carried a message. We just ran him up there, and he started screaming and barking. It wasn't in English. That's coming next. But we don't have the after shot, but this guy, we put a grin on his face. He was thrilled about this, at least for a few minutes. So this is the type of thing I want to pitch to you. We are really going to be changing lives here. Now, well, I think this speaks for itself. The hopes and dreams industry, well, let's say it hasn't been overly profitable until now. That's right, we are going to be printing money like this. And so we're actually selling it as well. Because this is, I think, another side business we can get into. But think about this. We can put hopes and dreams anywhere where people don't expect them. It's about having hopes and dreams when on the toilet. Not many people. But look at this. You're sitting on the toilet, maybe having just a depressed poo or something like that. Wait, you can be rich. You can keep rolling and rolling and unfurling this hope and aspiration. And again, this is the type of thing I want us to aspire to in this company. So let me leave you with a quote that my late father told me. He wasn't a great father. That's the point. That's the point. I needed to get over this type of helplessness, and I think if I can do it, so can all of us. So let me just conclude, everybody, with one last motivational image for us. Serial killer. I want you to stab the depressed and negative cereal that is your heart with the joy and happiness of this knife of hope. And if we can all do this, we can turn this company around and take us back to the top. Thank you very much.
I thought that was a really good one. He's actually not an improviser. So for our shows, we try to get people who do improvisation and people who don't. And it's just a really fun mix to have both camps coming together.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what an improviser is, improv is a kind of a theater performance art sort of thing, where you learn how to tell stories on the spot, you make up stories on the spot. Kian was not trained, he doesn't have any comedy background, he does have a wonderfully deep sonorous voice that would be wonderful for audiobooks, and he just made all of this stuff up, and as you can tell, he's got a generally bleak, gloomy outlook on life, but also a great sense of humor, and he was perfect for this particular show. Yunqing, I believe you also have a second blast from the past.
So this is Andrea. Andrea has been on the show for many, many times. This was the first time that she came. And for Andrea herself is that she does do improvisation, and then she also is like a sales coach as well at a big company name. So we'll see that her performance later, and then we can also discuss that. Or do you have anything to add?
No, let's look forward to Andrea. But maybe do you want to tell us, remind us again what her prompt was?
Yes, so for Andrea, she's also, so this is a very popular topic. She's a CEO of a company at another financial reporting. And then the audience suggestion for her was that her company sells memes. So MEMES, not memes, but memes. So here we go.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to our annual general meeting. It is my responsibility as Mrs. Abate, your CEO, to help ensure the transparency and performance of our business being communicated to you all as shareholders in the greatest possible way. I'd like to just start thinking about the history of our company that sells memes. In fact, this is the first meme ever recorded. When Ra and Pharaoh high-fived in ancient Egypt, it was the start of great things to come. The ancient Egyptians handed to the Romans, who handed to the Ottomans, who went to the democratic world thinking, how can we monetize this hilarity? How do we take a picture and make it into words? And thus began our meme business. Now, you're all aware of the deep controversy surrounding our business in recent months. But what I'd like to help give you assurance on is our financial results. Which has spooked some of our shareholders in the past. But I'd like to offer you deep assurance that we have moved into an era of normal distribution. GIFs have become a deep competitor in our arena of memes, but the meme is coming back. See? Our newest venture is starting to move into deep alliances with political dynasties. I'd like to introduce you to our head of communications, George W. Bush. There's also some very exciting progress I'd like to call your attention to. We're moving into the Asian markets. Based on deep demand by the Asian population, who apparently never look up from their phones, we have a deep opportunity to raise the stakes. The Asian markets feel you're like a drug to me. They're getting addicted to memes. And yes, I know addiction is a deep and controversial subject, but I'd like to assure you all that we have the deep vested interest in our population in mind. So in conclusion, our company is going to continue to rock on. Grateful for the unwavering support of you, the shareholders. So I will be available for questions following this presentation, and I thank you all for spending your evenings in this very funky office space. Thank you.
I totally forgot I had that like Bob thing.
Wait, Yinqing, why is there music in the background? Why does it end on a PowerPoint PPTK.tv slide? Are you telling me that there is a YouTube channel where we can watch all these videos?
Yes, but then it's not on PPT.KTV. It's actually on YouTube itself. Yeah, so if you'd like to watch some of our past shows, you can always go to YouTube and then search PowerPoint Karaoke. Yes, what?
We can see the Google slides.
Sorry.
You need to click present. So, as mentioned, Yinqing and I have been doing PowerPoint Karaoke for some time now. Technical difficulties are quite a regular sort of thing. And where's the grandfather story?
Grandfather, I did decide not to talk about grandfather story.
Why? We put them in there already. Oh,
Guys, all right.
You restore to the previous version while I tell a few again grandfather stories. So yes,
go.
we've been doing this for a while. We've got many experiences. One thing we've learned is always that technical errors happen all the time. Another thing that communication is really, really important. Working together with people, discussing what works and what doesn't work. I think we had a show where the projector actually failed us for a good 10 to 20 minutes, and so we had to block out time by just constantly telling stories and trying to entertain the audience. These are some of the grandfather stories that have come up to us. Yinqing, you want to tell us about this slide? Maybe you can do a little bit of PowerPoint Karaoke now.
With real content. Yeah, so PowerPoint Karaoke itself, our first show started October 2018, but like our first like big feature was actually at the Singapore Improv Festival. We did a segment during the opening show. It was great. We basically grabbed people just like, hey guys, you want to do this segment? And then they said yes. They came on. We even grabbed like 2 international players who like didn't even know Singapore, and then we did the show. I think it was really nice, really great. So after that, I thought that you know what, I think we can make this like permanent. So that's why we started.
At the time, we thought it was a one-off show, right?
Yeah. So at the time, it was
an interesting format. They do it one time, but maybe we can turn this into a regular, recurring show.
Yeah, we did, and then this was our first show. It was October 1st, 2018, which is about 2 years already that we're doing this. And we actually rented this like little place at this like training center. So if you've been to those, basically it's divided into tiny rooms, and then people come and like take classes, take courses. And when I booked the room, the lady called me up and said, excuse me, are you going to sing karaoke? Because of the name. So I said, no, there's only slides. And then during this show itself, the Wi-Fi stopped working. So I had to use my hotspot. Yeah. We also did. When
the lady asked if you're going to do karaoke, was she like, okay, are you going to do karaoke now? Because I would like to join, or you cannot do karaoke in these rooms.
I think she's more like, if you want karaoke, go CC lah, don't come here. Yeah. So I told her no. Yeah. So we actually did that. We sold out the show, which is great. We sold out multiple
The
shows.
beginning of a winning tradition where you sold out multiple shows.
Yes, we did. And then we were, so this was the first show, and then we had so many awesome people. Their segments are also online. You can go to our YouTube channel. So I think that's the only photos I have. Then later, it was around our fourth show. The Hive said that you want to do it here, and then we really love the Hive. Wow, very nice.
Yeah, and another long-running tradition. We've done many shows at the Hive. We're always fascinated and grateful that they give us the nice big event space with the beautiful chandeliers. It's also a lovely place. Right now they're not doing their tryout Tuesdays, but our shows are generally on Tuesdays, and you can try out the Hive for a day for free. Get to know the facilities, speak to the people, and then at the end of the Tuesday, come and watch us at PowerPoint Karaoke.
Yeah, so we'll just talk about the Hive a bit. So if you've not been, so it is just near Clarke Quay Station, so it's like quite central, and it's amazing. It's gorgeous. When they do have their trial Tuesdays again, you should definitely try out, or even just, they might have one day passes if you're working from home and then you're just like quite sick of your like work from home situation. You can always go, and then whether they have day passes or not, it'll be really fun. Yeah. So yeah. So
I saw the microphone and I thought it was our.
No, it's not us. Yeah, they also have other microphones. Yeah. So
thank you all for the Hive partnership, and we are looking forward to. We're looking forward to 2021. We're looking forward to doing more live in-person shows. If you haven't collected your Trace Together token, please collect your Trace Together token so that Lawrence Wong can declare phase 3 for all of us.
Yes.
So that we can go back to doing more in-person shows and more interesting things. Next year, we're also going to do more of Date My Friend. Yunjing, do you remember what Date My Friend was?
I shall Google it while you introduce Date My Friend. Yes. Quickly.
So Date My Friend it's a fairly interesting format that we came up with this year. If you know Facebook groups or Subtle Asian Traits, there's this Facebook group called Subtle Asian Dating, where people try and pimp their friend, so to speak. They try and recommend their friends, like, hey, my friend's really cool, he's really eligible, I like them, you should get to know them as well. So we kind of ran a similar event where you don't sign up as a speaker, you sign up with a friend, and you try and pitch your friend to the audience watching. It's mostly a comedy show. It's primarily a comedy show. It's not a proper matchmaking thing. We like our little jokes. We make fun of our friend. We tease them a little bit, and there you can see our Crazy Rich Asians inspired decor. What could be better than telling people, using a PowerPoint presentation to tell people, date my friend, right? And we actually did this several times. It was a rousing success.
We got featured by Gojek. Yeah, I was quite proud.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You can Gojek to this show, and then you can date my friend, and then later you can use the Gojek vouchers for dates. I don't know, but yeah, it's a very, very exciting thing. So we're looking forward to doing more of that next year. Maybe in January, maybe in February after Valentine's Day. So if you would like to date people's friends, or if you have a friend, you want to help them if you would like to be the wing woman, wing man, wing uncle, wing auntie for your friends as well. Score, yes, we're getting very well. Score.
I was gonna say, hey, look, 69 people responded. I'm so lame.
my co-host is a 13-year-old boy today. But yes, well done. Yes. So definitely look out for more Date My Friend in 2021. With that, I think that's the end of our 2020 shows. Yunqing, any last words for our audience?
So of course, since you guys are already here, please go and like and subscribe. I was gonna say like and subscribe our page. Is it called like and subscribe? I watch on YouTube now these days. Yeah.
Follow. I think.
Follow. Yeah. So we are Improv.Asia, and of course, if you are interested in running these type of events, either on your own or you want to hire us to do it, you can always get in touch. We already have like stuff that you can use. So we have like, I don't know what it's called. we have
we've got material. Talk to us. We'll be happy to run an event for you, or we'll feature people for you. Speaking of, Yunqing, one last thing. You just closed all the other slides.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay, wait.
What about the final? So we have one final slide. If you'd like to stay in touch with us, if you'd like to follow us and hear a little bit more.
My Google Slides. Yes. Okay.
So it's like the last day of school. It's the last show of the semester. Don't care anymore. Just throw everything away. if you'd like to stay in contact, if you'd like to stay in touch, please definitely follow pptk.tv Instagram page. There are also a bunch of links where you can sign up for future shows and that sort of thing. If you'd like to follow Yinqing, she's at YQ Traveling for now still, before she changed the YQ Magic Instagram handle, I suppose.
Yeah.
And with that's it. Thank you so much for supporting us in 2020. We look forward to seeing you in 2021.
Bye bye.